Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeart Radio app.
It's Timmy time!
Here we go!
Timmy! Wow! Timmy! Wow! He's a little lamb with a lot to learn. He's always having such a lot of fun, Timmy! Wow! Timmy! Wow! Little lamb with a lot to learn. It's Timmy time!
KFI AM 640. It is The Conway Show. Ding dong with you. We've got a announcement here for you. Unwrap the ultimate day spa. The spa-liday, right? Like holiday, but spa-liday. KFI AM 640 is your chance to experience the ultimate in relaxation and wellness with a $250 gift card to enjoy a complimentary 80-minute massage or facial at Burke Williams Day Spa. For exclusive holiday package, visit burkewilliams.com/holiday for more details. Yes. Do we have a giveaway, or is that just we're announcing it, Bellam? Just an announcement?
I think we're just announcing it.
Okay. Thanks, Bellam. A lot of cookies in her pudding. But anyway, burkewilliams.com/holiday for more details. If you've ever given one to somebody, they always remember you. It is a beautiful, beautiful place, especially the one in Pasadena. My wife likes to go there. When I hit at the track, she gets a massage. So it's been a while, but she had one in fall of 1979. She enjoyed that. Haven't been back since because I keep getting photoed out at the track. All right, Luigi Mangione, the guy who allegedly killed Brian Thompson on the streets of New York. It's back in the news. Prosecutors are taking the case to a grand jury. Let's find out more about this chap.
Of facing the consequences of that horrific, audacious attack on the streets of New York City.
Police sources tell ABC News at least 3 search warrants have been issued for the alleged shooter's phone, backpack, and the Manhattan hostel where he stayed. And sources tell us prosecutors have started presenting evidence to a grand jury, seeking an indictment that could strengthen their case for Mangione's extradition from Pennsylvania. A judge set a hearing for December 30th. For now, Mangione's locked in a cell nearly identical to this one. His supporters are donating tens of thousands of dollars to online legal defense funds, including one set up anonymously on Give, Send, Go.
Isn't that wild? Hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars being sent to this guy for his legal fund.
The group saying we are not here to celebrate violence, but we do believe in the constitutional right to fair legal representation. In Seattle, this chilling message appeared briefly on a road sign threatening other CEOs, the city blaming a private construction contractor. And a Florida woman charged with threatening her insurance company after it denied her claim. In a phone call, Brianna Boston allegedly said, "Delay, deny, depose. You people are next," echoing the words police say were written on the shooter's bullets.
Something's going on with that lady, too. What was her name?
In a phone call, Brianna Boston alleged...
Brianna Boston. Oh, boy.
That woman later told police she does not own a gun. She's a danger to no one.
But, Michael, it shows how this shooting really has touched a nerve across.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, she doesn't own a gun. I don't know if that's an excuse or not. You know, when you threaten people, obviously that was a threat to kill other people in this country. And so she's going to have to deal with the consequences of it.
It really has. And, while the police have their man, they're still finding out more about his movements after the shooting.
Yeah, they're investigating, for example, whether he actually took a bus out of town, as they first thought, from up by the George Washington Bridge. Now they think they may have taken the subway down to Penn Station, taken a train to Philadelphia. It's these little details they want to button up so they have an airtight prosecution.
All right, there you go. We'll have continuing coverage of that. The next hearing is December 30th. So he's going to be spending Christmas in that crappy jail. Overdraft charges. There's a new rule for people who are, spending more than they have in their bank account. And they're going to try to cap these charges. That makes sense because the people that can least afford to spend a lot of money on overdraft charges are the people that are overdrafting.
This is a change that could save American households $5 billion in overdraft charges every year. Typically, you might pay your bank an overdraft fee of $35 per transaction if you spend more money than you have available in your checking account. Well, this new rule, finalized this morning by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, would cap those fees at $5 for many customers.
That's great.
Now, banks could still end up charging you more than $5, but if they do, you'd have to agree to the terms up front, like when you take out a loan. This change officially takes effect next October, though it could face legal challenges. The banking industry group Consumer Bankers Association saying in a statement, the rule jeopardizes access to overdraft services and disregards bank-led innovations. We have already seen major banks like Ally, Citi, Bank of America, Capital One voluntarily eliminate or cut overdraft fees. And keep in mind, some banks will offer you a 24-hour grace period to deposit money into your account without paying a fee. You can also automatically link your checking account to your savings to withdraw from there if your balance does go negative.
Yeah, because those people that do that, they don't have that kind of cash. A lot of times the check they're writing isn't even for $30. And then they have to pay, spend $30 on overdraft fees. Well, we're going to be saving $5 billion, and they're going to cap that. So that's cool. A very popular show when it started and then sort of went away ratings-wise was a show called The Talk. A lot of controversy surrounding the show, and now looks like it's over. That's the show that tried to take on The View with The Talk. And they did for a while, and then I got crazy on the show.
15 seasons, The Talk is coming to an end. Comedian Cheryl Underwood has been on the panel since season 2. You have a favorite memory?
I have a lot of them. I got to kiss a lot of really good-looking men on this show. Do you want me to name who's the best kisser?
Oh.
Yeah. John Stamos.
Oh, wow.
Is that right? I would have never guessed that. John Stamos, the best kisser. And why is she kissing everybody? What's going on?
Yeah. John Stamos.
Oh, wow.
That's the best.
We went behind the scenes as the co-host paid homage.
I bet John's thrilled with that. He's driving around L.A. with his wife right now. Hey, well, listen to KFI, see what Conway's got going on. Wait, you're kissing people on The Talk? And his wife gets down on him, and there's a quiet ride home. Sucks.
Yeah. John Stamos.
Oh, wow.
That's the best.
We went behind the scenes as the co-host paid homage to some memorable TV finales like Seinfeld. The final episode of The Talk airs Friday, December 20th on CBS.
That run where they say what your favorite memory was, and what was the woman's name that said this?
Comedian Cheryl Underwood.
Cheryl Underwood. All right, when Cheryl Underwood says, I got to kiss a lot of really handsome men, that's really a one-way street on that. Like if you were interviewing, I don't know, let's say Conan O'Brien, and you said, hey, Conan, so what's your favorite memory of doing the show? He goes, oh, I got to kiss a lot of hot women. They'd be like, what? What's going on with you? It's 2024. But the other way, we all just sort of accept it.
You have a favorite memory?
I have a lot of them. I got to kiss a lot of really good-looking men on this show. Do you want me to name who's the best kisser?
Yes.
Yeah. John Stamos.
John Stamos. Oh, boy. All right, Conan O'Brien is in the news. Unfortunately, bad news. Conan O'Brien has lost both of his parents in just a few days. That's horrible. horrible, horrible news for Conan O'Brien and their family.
Former late-night host Conan O'Brien is mourning the loss of both of his parents, who died just 3 days apart.
Oh, man.
His father, Dr. Thomas O'Brien, passed away at age 95. 3 days later, his 93-year-old mom, a Yale Law School graduate, died. A grieving Conan says his parents had been married for 66 years.
Our condolences to Conan and the O'Brien family. The news comes as...
Yeah.
So it is depressing, you know.
Well, you'll get them next year, okay?
You think?
Not really, but...
How dare you.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
Do you have nicknames for him, for your husband?
I do, but I can't. I need to be referencing him.
Drama. Oh, you do?
No drama. No. Do you have pet names?
For my wife?
Yeah.
No, my dad did this, and so I think I picked it up. My dad always called my mom. You know? Like, hey, Ma, come on in here. I want to show you something.
Or when you're talking to the kids, where's Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even when she comes home, hey, Mom, how are you?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you do that?
I give her the mom. Yeah.
You call her Mom?
I think she
no
likes it.
Sweetie or babe or honey?
Hey, baby. I
think you probably do the hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I don't know. Not a... but we do acknowledge each other in the house. That's cool. Right?
Like a head nod. Hey, sup?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Yeah. All right, let's... there was something here. Oh, I'm going to talk about Big Bear here. Skiers and snowboarders are celebrating Big Bear. We've got a huge audience of people who love the snow, that love to ski and to snowboard. And Big Bear is open, baby.
You know, we put on our ski shoes.
Yes.
We're going to try it out here in just a little bit, but it is the perfect day to hit the slopes here at Bear Mountain for opening day here. Woo! The ski lift is going.
It's dumping up there. Well, it's all man-made snow, but it's still dumping.
Fresh powder on the ground, everything that you could ask for and more for a little bit of winter fun out here.
Yeah, it's fun when they're blowing snow all day, because it sounds like you're skiing right next to a 747 for 8 hours. That's a lot of fun. Seems like a natural thing to do.
These folks are waiting, lined up, ready to go. Want to bring in my new friend as well, Justin, to tell us more about this. Justin, you set me up. You gave me everything I need to know. What else should I know here?
Well, number one, pizza French fries.
Okay.
That's your go-to.
Okay.
But for anybody who's thinking about coming up today, tomorrow, next week, whenever, the biggest thing is just planning ahead, booking in advance, save yourself some money there. Then also checking road conditions. Those can change pretty frequently throughout the season. And then the biggest thing is just give yourself plenty of time to get here, get settled, get parked, grab your gear if you're renting gear, if you're going to a lesson, whatever the case may be, and then come have some fun, because that's what we're all about.
Tell us about the vibes here as I do this. Free donuts. You got a DJ over there. Tell us all about it while I do this.
I mean, that's the Bear Mountain vibe, is we try to make it as fun as possible for everybody that's involved.
That's
so
great.
There you go. Toe heel.
Okay.
You're perfect. You're ready to go. And the biggest thing is, hey, if you go too fast, you can always fall down.
All right. Bellio, you are a skier, or at least you were when you were engaged to John, who's a great skier.
Phenomenal skier, yes.
Yeah. He could have been a professional skier.
Could it? Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And
wasn't your mom almost a professional?
Yeah, my mom
your
was.
Sister?
My sister's a
Kelly.
great skier. She's just been accepted into a ski program for like the top 10 skiers in the United States.
Are you
Or
serious?
something like that. Yeah, I don't know. She told me.
Congratulations.
I was watching football when she was telling me.
Nice.
Yeah. But you don't ski anymore, though.
Not really. No.
Yeah, once you got married.
Well, I didn't have to anymore.
There you go.
Yeah.
That a girl, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you hang up the skis?
Well, when they used to make fun of my wardrobe, I said
Your
that
trench coat?
That was a wrap. I used to wear a big black trench coat and jeans, and I guess that's not the ski attire.
No.
Yeah.
No.
How
uncomfortable and cold.
When you wear a big black trench coat and blue jeans, you get a lot of room on the chairlift on the way up.
Yeah, you go solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Single, anybody? No, you go ahead.
We're good.
Yeah.
We'll wait for the next one.
You go ahead, because it looks like there's a square box in your top pocket. You smoke too, right? Yeah. I got a trench coat on. I'm going to be smoking cigarettes on the lift. Anybody want to join me? Any singles?
What a sight to see that flying down the hill. Like wings.
And not good, you know.
Tumbling down.
Like skis way apart. Yeah, it's
Classic.
like I gave it up. I was never into it. I never liked it. You're either freezing or sweating when you're skiing. There's never a comfortable moment when you're skiing.
Yeah.
You're sweating your ass off or you're freezing your ass off.
And you can't
Period.
wait to get to the lodge.
Yeah, you can't wait to stop. You can't wait to start, and then you can't wait to stop.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then when you stop, you're like, I'm never going to do that again. And then you wake up at 5 a.m. the next morning and do it again. Yeah. But the people who love skiing, man, there's nothing else in the world they talk about and more enthusiastically than skiing.
Absolutely.
They absolutely love it. But John, your husband is a ski instructor.
Adaptive ski instructor, yes.
What does that mean?
That he helps people with disabilities. He'll take them up the hill and like whatever their disability. Some people need to be in a toboggan, so he'll take them up the hill so they can experience skiing.
Oh, so he teaches disabled skiers?
Yeah.
Is that how you guys met?
Ooh.
No?
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
Sorry about those spots double playing and screwing up during the break. Stefush went to the bathroom, and Bellio's only job is to sit at the board and not touch anything. And she spilled coffee or Coke, whatever she's drinking, and then hit a button, and all of a sudden, off to the races.
Sorry about that.
You had literally 30 seconds to just sit there and not touch anything. It's unreal.
I know, but I was reaching for a pen.
I get it.
Sorry
God almighty. Maker of heaven and earth.
Sorry.
All that's seen and unseen. You know, real quick, before we get to our guests, we walked up last night to, I like to go to the fifth floor to see all the people up, the young people up there. You know, on Alt 98.7, Kiss FM's up there, Coast 103.5, 92.3. All the K-Big or, they're all up there. And a woman came out from Coast 103.5, and I said, "Oh, hey, Ellen." And she said, "It's Karen." And I'm like, I know, but I get a 50-50 shot of nailing it if I just say, whoever comes out of that booth, I just call him Ellen.
Yeah, but what's really funny is right before you said that, I said, Karen Sharp.
Yeah, not loud
go,
enough,
"Hi,
evidently.
Ellen."
Yeah,
Jesus
but Karen
Christ.
Sharp is great. I love Karen Sharp.
Oh my gosh.
Karen
she's
Sharp
the
told me an
best.
unbelievable story about a dragonfly and her dad, and oh man, I think that was Karen that told me. But it was a really great story.
Might have been Ellen.
Yeah, I think
Just
it was
kidding.
Ellen.
It was Karen.
Was it Karen?
Yes.
That her dad passed away, and they commemorated by getting together in the backyard of her mom's house. And every single year they do it on that day, a dragonfly, whenever she sees a dragonfly, she thinks of her dad, comes in and lands on one of the kids. Just on that day. And it happens every year. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I like talking to all the women who work on Coast 103.5. They do a great job with love songs and the Christmas songs. That's my station in the winter. You know, I love KFI, but I'll listen to some of that Coast. I'll get my Christmas songs in with that Coast.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. All right, Brian Raff is with us. He lives out in Malibu, and he saved, unless I'm getting this wrong, 100 homes single-handedly. Brian, you're on KFI. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Buddy, what a week, huh?
Yeah, I'd take the under on 100.
Oh, okay. So you live out in Malibu. How long have you lived in Malibu?
I was born and raised out here, so I lived here my whole life.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a great brag. You know, I don't know anybody who's was born and raised out in Malibu. Do you?
I went to high school with a bunch of guys, I know a few of them.
It seems to me that always the guys like you that stay back and save homes are all the down-to-earth people, not the guys, driving Porsche 911s or owning their own sports team or their own, shopping mall. It's the salt of the earth guys.
I think that's correct. I always try to explain that to people, that the locals that I grew up with, Malibu wasn't all about famous people and tabloids. When I grew up here, most people had horses and,
right.
Surfing and hiking and just not really seeking the limelight.
Look, I've been going to, my parents would take me to Malibu when I was a kid. And I remember before that Ralph's and that whole shopping center was there. That was just an empty lot.
Yeah, sure was. Yeah, my grandparents actually grew up, or my grandparents lived across the street in the colony. Okay. And it was all dirt. It was all dirt. That whole shopping center where Ralph's was.
Yeah, and Pepperdine wasn't there either when I was growing up.
Well, that's before my time. It was there when I got here.
Ah, well, I'm a little older. I'll be 92 on Tuesday. So Brian, you saved some homes up there. How did you do it? What's the? I'm hearing a lot of unbelievable stories.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I definitely saved my home, my mom's home. Wow. I live 2 doors down from my mom, and then the house in between us is actually the mayor of Malibu, Steve Uring, and we've all lived there a long time. And it just, in my experience, I've been through a number of these fires, and you kind of sometimes you got to stay. Not sometimes. I think as long as you have a little bit of training, a little bit of knowledge of how to keep yourself safe and stay out of the way of first responders, it's important to stay behind because most of the houses burn, not necessarily when the first firestorm comes through, but, after the fact when embers are, sitting in a rain gutter full of leaves or something like that and it catches on fire and firefighters move on to they follow the firestorm. And then after the fact, you have a little smoldering fire in the rain gutter or up against a attic vent or something like that, and then that ignites, and
now
that's how most of the houses are.
Brian, were you part of the brigade that they put together after the Woolsey fire to fight future fires?
I went through the interview process, and I met with the fire department and the brigade, the guys that do Keegan Gibbs and Tyler Hopman run that community brigade.
Right.
But unfortunately, when they did the training, I was out of town. I was in Mexico fishing, so I missed the training.
Yeah, well,
I'm not part of the brigade, but I will be soon.
I tried to do it myself after the fires. I tried to be part of that brigade, but I guess when I was filling out the application, I was smoking pot at the time, and they looked down on that.
Sometimes full honesty is not the policy.
That's right. But I'm glad that this was not the Woolsey fire. It could have easily been the Woolsey fire, where we lost 100 homes, and that will always be a nightmare for people who lived out there. That Woolsey fire. Yeah. Actually, it was over 700 in the Woolsey fire, and this had the potential to be that. I think we got really lucky. The winds were not as bad as forecasted, and it actually when it approached my neighborhood, the winds kind of were switching back and forth, which can be a problem. And it was a problem in the sense that the smoke was rising straight up, so they canceled all the helicopters, so we didn't have any helicopter support. But it was good for us in the sense that, every once in a while we get a little respite where the fire would turn back on itself, turn away from us, and then it would come back, sometimes just 30 seconds and it'd come back, but the 30 seconds, it would reduce a lot of the heat. And I think it really helped us a lot. If I lived in Malibu, I would rather hang out with you and your crew than those stupid celebrities. Yeah. Well, they definitely weren't here for this. No, they split. The moment they saw smoke, they were, they're at the Waldorf, at Shutters, at the, Four Seasons. Westlake Four Seasons. That's right. Full. That's right. You guys stick behind and save homes. Yeah. That was. I saw some of the video that you did, which was unbelievably brave of you, because you could have lost your life doing that. Yes, I could have, but I like I said, I've done this. I was here for the '93 fires, 2007 fires, both of which burned houses on my street, and so I had a little bit of knowledge of when it's time to pull the ripcord, and it's all about defensible space. I do a lot of brush clearance at my property, and I know behind my house is a cul-de-sac. If worse came to worse, I could get in the middle of that cul-de-sac, wet myself down, and I talked. There was a fire captain that came down before the firestorm. He came down in a Suburban, and he's like, "Look, I don't know if we're gonna get an engine down here, but make sure you stay safe. And worst comes to worst, stay in the middle of this cul-de-sac." And wow. I heard when you guys needed him the most that Rob Reiner pulled up in a fire truck and saved the day and helped you out. Is that true?
Nope, that is false. Did not see any Rob Reiners.
Another lie coming out of the colony, I guess. What the hell? Brian, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. We'd love to get an update from you. What is the update? Are the streets still closed? Just to locals, right? Open for locals?
I guess PCH this afternoon, PCH opened to everyone through traffic. There's a couple neighborhoods, Sarah Retreat and my neighborhood up in Malibu Knolls off Malibu Canyon. Malibu Canyon is still closed. So there's a lot of the streets are open, businesses are open, the restaurants are open, but there's some neighborhoods where, in my neighborhood, there's a lot of Southern California Edison guys still repairing lines, and we still have a couple of fire engines on the street putting out hotspots and stuff.
Long week for you. I bet you haven't had more than 2-3 hours sleep at a time.
Yeah. Actually, last night I got a solid like 10 or 11 hours because there was 3 fire trucks out on the street. That gave me some peace of mind.
Oh, that's great. Isn't that comforting?
So comforting.
Yeah, it really is great, man. Appreciate you coming on. Have a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, or whatever you celebrate, and thanks for coming on, man.
Absolutely.
All right, Brian Raff out there, a local in Malibu. If I moved to Malibu, I'd like to hang out with that crew as opposed to the celebrities in the colony. I don't think I'd fit in there. And I don't think they'd allow me to fit in there. I think we have mutual hatred for each other. Maybe, I don't know. Just trying to make friends with the people in the colony. The colony. God almighty.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
How about this? Unwrap the ultimate spa-liday. KFI AM 640 has your chance to experience the ultimate in relaxation and wellness with a $250 gift card to enjoy a complimentary 80-minute massage or a facial at Burke Williams Day Spa. For exclusive holiday packages, visit burkewilliams.com/holiday for more details. Oh, you're going to love that. And that promo was being brought to you by another promo, by Advanced Hair. That promo was being brought to you by this promo. Advanced Hair. Yes. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Make your appointment today at advancedhair.com. Ah, yes, Burke Williams. Bellio, what's the story on that Burke Williams? Are we giving anything away in the future, or is that just we're reading the Burke Williams? Just reading it. Boy, move on with the show.
Just keep going.
All right. Okay.
But speaking of promos, do you want to hear our most recent one that Clay did for us?
Oh, yeah. We got a promo. Ding dong. There's a lot of kids. They had tickets in hand. They wanted to be one of the first to get in so they can stand close to the stage. So what they do, they camped out. What about you, Croge? When's the last time you pitched a tent?
Over the weekend.
The Tim Conway Jr. Show.
Who is performing?
Live 4 to 7 p.m.
Oh, that's great. That's great, man. That Clay is terrific. That guy does all the promos. Clay Nation is what he's known as. He's great. Clay Rowe. That's a beautiful man who, like myself, hates compliments. And that's why I like to compliment him. I know how uncomfortable it makes him. But he's the best promo guy in radio. And we have him here on KFI. That's a big deal.
Oh,
good,
babe.
But good promo guys make a station. I believe that. I really do. And there's nobody better than that dude.
But you're not wrong. Every time you try to compliment him, he's like, no, it's you guys.
He's the toughest guy in the world to compliment. You're like, hey, Clay, that's a great promo. Oh, I'm the biggest a-hole in the world. I've never done anything right. I'm like, no. The promo is great. No, your guys, Bellio's great. You're great, Stefoosh. I suck. I'm the worst in the world. No. I'm telling you, you're great at what you do. I'm super. I gotta get out of here. Good night. He's great. He really is terrific. He is terrific. All right, we have the Artic Blast. If you're going anywhere for the holidays, you have got to know what's in store for you when it comes to weather.
This morning, bone-chilling temperatures and snow blanketing much of the country, bringing whiteout conditions to communities along the Great Lakes and making travel treacherous overnight.
Did you hear that? So if you're going to Chicago, Cleveland, upstate New York to visit mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, you got to be aware it's going to be a pain in the ass to get wherever you're going.
In Michigan, this heart-stopping moment caught on camera shows a truck slamming into a fire engine on a snowy highway.
Oh, I saw that accident. Brutal.
Miraculously causing only minor injuries to the driver. The firefighters seen scrambling to safety. In western New York, more travel chaos. The sheriff's office in Erie County responding to more than 50 vehicles skidding off the road just yesterday. Planes paralyzed on the tarmac in Rochester and snow piling up in Buffalo, with many Americans facing the bitter cold. In International Fall, Minnesota, air temperatures as cold as -15.
What? -15?
As cold as -15.
Holy smokes!
The freezing cold even creating rare sea smoke in Lake Superior.
Did you hear that? Got some sea smoke. Sea smoke on the Great Lakes.
This blast of Arctic weather coming after a wild week of high winds and rain in the Northeast. On the West Coast, firefighters still beating back destructive wind-driven wildfires, threatening dozens of homes, including celebrities like screen legend Dick Van Dyke.
You could see it, and oh my God. And we got out of here.
Who was evacuated with his wife Arlene. And
yeah, that was a close call for Dick Van Dyke. All right, we got to get out of here. Mo Kelly is coming up next with his whole crew tonight, right here on KFI AM 640. Conway Show on demand on the iHeart Radio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeart Radio app.